Resident tax versus local income tax. This is Simon, CPA of dongnam Accounting Corporation in Seoul, Korea. I'm a member of Elliott Global Alliance, which is an international network of lawyers and CPAs around the world. Resident tax. There are three types of resident tax. The first one is per capita, second one pro rata property, and finally the employee. Per capita portion is only imposed to individual, not to the corporation. So if a business place is a corporation, then the per capita portion is not applicable. This is applicable only to the individual who reside in the corresponding local autonomous body, like Seoul City, Busan City. The amount is determined by the head of a local autonomous body with a ceiling of 10,000 Korea won per year. And then, so for example, in the case of Seoul City, the current rate is 6,000 Korean won per year, 500 won per month. The standard date is July 1 each year. This means that an individual who resides in A city on July 1, 2023, the resident tax will be levied by A city to the individual for fiscal year 2023. This means that if he relocate from A city to B city on June 20, for example, then in July 1, he is the resident of B city, so B city will levy tax. The payment should be made during the next month, August each year. Pro rata property portion. This is composed of two parts. The first one is basic. The second is in proportion to the total floor area of the business place. So this is the sum of these two items. Pro rata property tax basic. This is different from the situation. So per year, individual who has a business place, the 50,000 Korea won, and corporation with a capital less than 3 billion, then same as individual, 50,000 Korea won. And the corporation with the capital 3 billion to 5 billion, then 100,000 Korea won. The over 5 billion, then 200,000 Korea won. So 200,000 Korea won is the maximum. As there is a surtax, which is a local education tax. The local autonomous body is a small city, like population of 500,000 or less, then the surtax rate is 10%. If the city is bigger, like over 500,000, and then 25% will be applied. Pro rata property portion. In case of Seoul City, whose population over 1,000 million, the very big city, mega city, the pro rata property tax to a corporation whose capital subscription 3 billion or less is 62,500 Korea won. The pro rata property tax basic is 50,000 Korea won based on Local Tax Act Article 81, and then this has a surtax of 25%. So 12,500 Korea won based on Local Tax Act Article 151. So total will make 62,500 Korea won. And then there is the second item in proportion to the total floor area of the business place. Basically, it is 250 Korea won per 1 square meter of the business place. But there is an exception. If the business place is 330 square meter or less, this tax is exempt. 330 square meter is 100 평. 평 is a Korea area unit, which is 1 평 is 3.3 square meter. In Korea, the 평 is widely used. Employee portion, 0.5% of the employee salary will be levied, but this also has an exemption. So average monthly total salary is 100 million Korean won or less. This is exempt. So a small office is most of the small office exempt from this portion. So basically, only the basic will be applied. And finally, the comparison between resident tax versus local income tax. Resident tax is in Chapter 7 of the Local Tax Act, and the local income tax is in the Chapter 8 of the Local Tax Act. Resident tax, as mentioned above, commonly 62,500 Korea won. This is fixed amount regardless of the amount of corporate income tax payable. But the Chapter 8, the local income tax, is 10% of corporate income tax payable. So this is in proportion to the amount of corporate income tax payable, 10% surtax. Thanks for being with us. For details, please do not hesitate to contact our email. Thank you very much.